Welcome back to Topic Thursday. This week's topic, Fifi la Fume. DCQTHCB asks, what do you like best about this character? A few things, actually. I like the fact that she's the Tiny Toons equivalent of Pepe Le Pew, the fact that Cat Susie voiced her in the original series, and her adorable design. Powerpuff97 asks, did Fifi have any inspiration on you picking purple as your favorite color and or skunks as your favorite animal? Partially for both answers. I like a lot of colors, not just purple. I also gravitate towards yellow and pastel/mint green. And of course, Pepe Le Pew started my interest in skunks, and since Pepe Le Pew was inspired by him, she also ties into my love for skunks. Would you consider Fifi to be one of Cat Susie's best roles? I do, yes! If there was a moment where Fifi was the bottom half of a totem pole trench carrying Babs for someone else, how do you think she'd feel about it, and how do you think the act would go? I imagine if she was going with Babs, with her acting skills, she could do well at keeping up the act, and as long as Fifi doesn't catch the side of her skunk hunk, she should manage well. Do you think Fifi's sun fumes could cause inflation? Since it's presented as gaseous fumes rather than a liquid of typical skunk spray, it's possible, especially considering Fifi's a cartoon character. Would you have liked to hear Fifi's stomach growl? And if it did happen, what do you think she would say in response to it? I think it would have been cute. If it did happen, she would say something like, Sacre Dieu! My belly is empty! I could use how you say, l'enchant. Do you think Fifi should have been part of the main cast in Tiny Toons University instead of Speedy? Honestly, yes, especially considering how popular Fifi was in the original series. But I do understand why they chose Speedy, considering she was Steven Spielberg's favorite. Drummond asks, what was your introduction to the character? The original Tiny Toons series, specifically the episode Aroma Amore. Any characters you'd like her to interact with? I would have liked to see her interact with the actual Pepe Le Pew, and not Elmira Duff disguised as him. I think it would be cool to see her meet Pitou Le Pew from Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, or Pierre Le Pew from Lunatics Unleashed. Are there any other actresses you see in the role? Besides Cat Susie and Marie Harrington, I imagine an actress like Lizzie Freeman, the voice actress of Pomni from The Amazing Digital Circus, as her. Or, with my years of practice, I would love to voice her. Thoughts on her character during Learniversity? I think she's pretty cute, especially with her black turtleneck sweater. The idea of making her French-Canadian is pretty cool. Would you get close to her, or flee if she was real? I would try to get close to her. As long as I keep a cool head and treat her like a friend, I should be okay. Janet Pax 531 asks, how much of yourself do you see in Fifi? Honestly, not a whole lot. I mostly have her bubbly personality, but I'm not afraid to get tough should I need to. I'm not as overly flirtatious as she is, though. Is she one of your favorite characters to voice? Absolutely, yes. I'd love to voice her for fan projects. Wink. Do you think you and she would be pals if she was real? I think so, yeah. She and I would vibe pretty well. Mila the Fox YouTube asks, how glamorous do you think she is overall, on a scale of 1 to 10? Overall, design-wise, I would give her a 9. Thanks for your questions.